Cześć, witam Was w niewinnym wywiadzie z Mariną Abramović i Blenardem Azizaj. Z okazji najnowszego performance'u Balkan Erotic Epic, na którym zresztą miałam przyjemność być niedawno w Manchesterze. Wiecie, podobno już nie da się nic nowego wymyślić, w sztuce i nie tylko, ale Marina Abramović pokazała, że można stworzyć coś, czego jeszcze nikt nie zrobił. Blenard Azizaj to choreograf, który jest głównym choreografem Balkan Erotic Epic. Pracował przy tych wszystkich 13 performansach, a nawet w jednym brał udział. A z racji, że stworzyłam nowy, niewinny odcinek o Balkan Erotic Epic, no to chciałam się Mariny i Blenarda o co nieco podpytać, więc już nie przedłużam i zapraszam Was do słuchania tego, co mają nam do powiedzenia. O, hola!
Here I am. Now I see you. You look so cool with this hat.
Thank you, my favorite.
Hello.
Hello.
Marina.
Wait. Yes.
Hello, Marina. Hello, Blenard.
Perfect. Let's
That's
go.
okay. Okay. But first I have to do something. Because I still had like birthday 2 weeks ago. And they gave cake without candles, right? Marina, this was a crime. So now you have a candle.
Oh my God! I wish I
Make a
could
wish.
eat this too.
Make a wish and blow it.
I wish. This was virtual. I never done this before. Thank you.
I
Isn't
always
this,
do this with my
isn't
friends.
this so cool? Oh my God. So cool.
But you definitely have to eat a piece. For
I
me.
will. Come on, look, Marina. You look like I eat a lot of
What is the made? What is the cake of made?
cheesecake.
Oh, perfect! Wow.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Cake is the best.
So we can start if you don't have a lot of time, okay?
Yes, please.
So I came from Poland special for Balkan Erotic Epic to Manchester because I was so excited and I knew nothing about the performance, right? Just there will be a lot of nudity and nothing more. When I walked into Balkan Erotic Epic, I just understand, right? This was so huge. I love it. I was impressed. And I always say like bigger is better. So I think we are alike about many things. So the first thing is many people say they don't understand art in general, especially performance. It's like harder to understand. I mean, like the people who listen my podcast, you know, the normal people, not the people from art industry. And I think like in many years of education made us believe that art is something elite and just intellectuals people can understand art. What I think it's really like not true, but I understand people who think like this. So my question for you guys is like, what would you say to my listeners, to people who aren't sure if they can come to Balkan Erotic Epic?
Blenard, can you start for the normal people? I will do after.
We don't hear you, Blenard.
Now you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Marika, thank you so much again for inviting us to this amazing podcast. And I keep seeing some of your things. You are doing cool things for Poland, and I hope that you have all these people that follows you. They can learn a lot of things from you, and that the people and the themes that you touch. Very nice. Thank you so much, and we're happy to be in this podcast in Poland. So, regarding the questions that you just said before about art, generally about Balkan Erotic Epic, first of all, people should see and go more to museums, see performances, see like different kind of performances of art, because now we are living in different times, and there are crucial times which there is a lot of like unpleasant things, but in the same time within these unpleasant things we can find a lot of light. So if we are very like committed to art and to beauty, so this I would say as a general thing to the people that loves the art there in Poland and to your listeners. Regarding the Balkan Erotic Epic, I think this performance, not that because we are the creators, but it's a very special performance, and which touches a lot of themes there inside. I mean, you saw it also by yourself. It's not about nudity or about like pornography, or I don't know how the people can receive that. That piece, which I'm talking also from my side, which I have been invited from Marina to be the choreographer of this piece, but the concept and all the idea and everything else is of Marina's, because it's one of her like biggest production that she has ever done, and we really had a great time by creating that. We had a great team of people that they really brought their own light and their own artistry in this piece. And this piece talks about many things, about pain, about sacrifice, about pleasure, about love, about what else? There are many things which Marina also will just mention them by themselves, but this piece it will tour as well. We're looking forward for the upcoming years that we can go in different places, because actually what I would say, Balkan erotic epic is not just about Balkans, but because we just performed it we had it like in October, we had the premiere in Factor International, and you could see a lot of people that are not from Balkans, but from other Central Europe audience, let's say, mostly from England. But what I want to say with that is that those people resonated with this piece. They could find also themselves there. I think maybe you too did in some parts.
It was easier for me, you know.
Oh yes, yeah, of course. So these are the things I want to say right now.
Okay, let me answer this question. For me, I just want to give you some, because your question was how normal people could actually go and see art in general, or such a thing like Balkan erotic epic. Okay, I have a good example. When the tourists come to Paris, and what they're going to do? They're going to see Tour Eiffel, they're going to see the other stuff, but also they go to Louvre to see Mona Lisa. All of them go. And why they go to see Mona Lisa? Why they go to see Michelangelo in Sixtine Chapel? Why they're going to do this? Really, it doesn't matter where they come from, which religions they belong. Sixtine Chapel in Vatican is always full of tourists of any kind. It doesn't matter if they understand, what is the Michelangelo work about or not, because the art have to have language that can talk to everybody. That's the most important. There are lots of art who are so intellectual that you need a very expensive theory first to read to understand, and you still maybe don't understand. But there's also the other kind of art, which is highly emotional. That kind of art reaches everybody, from the person cleaning the street to the president of the country. And I am very lucky that my work is emotional. And like, I just have example in Royal Academy, we had the young kids who had nothing to do with art at all, but they're working with social media, so TikTok and stuff. They're just really intrigued by my work, and they will bring their parents to see. So that actually, I think that that we are lucky that I find the language to talk to everybody.
When I talk with my listeners, I always say, like, you don't have to understand, you don't have to have the background, it's good, but you have to like feel the art. It's the easier. And the word normal, my English is not that good, so maybe this is not the good word, but you know what I mean, right? I saw 13 Balkan rituals from different centuries, and I know, Marina, you are from ex-Yugoslavia, and Blenard, you are from Albania. So do you remember like other rituals from your childhood when you were young, and other than on Balkan erotic epic? Because in Poland, like in Slavic culture, we have a lot of them.
I think that every culture have them. And I'm in very interesting mix. I left most of the time with my grandmother, who was Orthodox, Serbian Orthodox, who have lots of rituals. We are celebrating all kinds of saints all over, every 5-6 days is some saint somewhere. And there's very specific rituals how should be performed, what food we could eat and so on. But then I come from the also parents who are communist, atheists, who never actually absolutely, celebrate anything. But these atheist parents, they will come secretly to every grandmother's celebration and celebrate anyway. So this is a kind of contradiction between communism and Christianity. there's so many ways, but so all these memories are really vivid. But for me, Balkan erotic epic who had a much larger scale. I really want to address Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey, Serbia, Albania, much more to see the universal language of these rituals and how we can actually apply them in this context.
Now
So-
you, Blenard.
Yes, of course. As Marina mentioned, there are many rituals in all the countries, of course, and in our regions, like in the Balkans, because we are also superstitious people. We are a lot of many things to like that talks about these rituals. But exactly in Balkan erotic epic, Marina has chosen two elements. One is it's like a woman, like a bride that is from the Kosovo, that they are like painting for 4 hours. They're painting their face, and normally they were doing in the when the bride or when there is a kind of a ritual in this region. And the other one is from sworn virgins from Albania, or we call them in Albania burneshat. There are these women which they not they sacrifice, but they transform themselves into men. So they dress up like a man, they talk like a man, they go in and do all the man work.
On the knife dance, right?
On the knife dance, exactly. So, and that the knife dance was also inspired from them. So I was trying to bring a lot of elements from this ritual, and it was quite impressive, that one, because seeing like 8 women just fighting with the swords, and the real swords. We're talking about real swords. So yeah, of course, there are all of these
Okay.
elements. Yeah.
Because I think about the Slavic rituals, and we have
Yes.
everything is about love. And in this really expensive program for £6,
Yeah.
I remember, we have like 7 recipes, like love recipes. My favorite was with the dead fish and with the guy with the bridge and the holes. This was really funny for me. And my question is, do you think the love is the most important thing in life? Because everything was about love.
I have to answer this. We choose in this moment for this piece the mostly love portions, but basically right now we are spending this knowledge and we are actually adding much more agricultural, the rituals, because every agricultural stuff, now we are developing, planting the onions, planting potatoes, planting the trees, how to change the libido of the cow, stuff like that. And this is so incredible, fascinating, because in all these rituals we're using phallus, vagina, all of them. So that's really something that's universal in all these cultures. So now already in Barcelona, we are adding the agricultural elements, and I think we are looking more and more in this, because it's not just about kind of like doing like witches making love portion for the man never to leave you, but it's also really deep agricultural elements, so which actually give much more universality into our research.
Yes, and also, as you mentioned before, as you asked before, Marika, if love is so important. I think love is very important, because love can transform many things.
This is exactly in this piece that we have from 2005, which you see Man of Direction, and the woman is singing, the Slavic soul, talking about this main energy, which is really mainly sexual, but how we can transform into love, but also into violence and aggression. It's the same type of energy. So we're just showing all different possibilities. Sex energy is the really very powerful energy in our body, and you can dedicate that sexual energy to love or to violence and destruction. Depends how we're using it.
But you say sex energy is the one thing in the world that can make something important.
If you put it that way, I don't say exactly in that context. I'm really talking differently. I'm talking more that everybody born, with that kind of energy. We are all born with that kind of energy. And I think this is so important to me right now to make this Balkan erotic epic in relation to the world we are living, with humanity is in really big crisis, and people are disorientated, people are desperate, they are depression, people have huge problem with literally with sex. Young generation, even they're more on the devices and electronics than actually meeting each other and making love. So this is a real problem in our society. So by revisiting past, we can learn from the past and see where we can find our power again back.
Okay, so I have question about this because you have done many performances connected to what is happening in the world, and we know it's like really big crisis. We can see life, really bad things, right? Obviously, the world is really cruel. So, what impact do you think Balkan erotic epic will have on the people who took part in it, or maybe on the world? You are Marina Abramović. You can answer of this.
Okay, I really want to ask you personal question. What does impact have on you? I can't predict what impact I'm going to have because we're very incredibly, presumptuous. I really want to see how public, nobody's indifferent. I understand public coming to the show, nobody even think it was 4 hours too long. It was thinking it was too short. I don't know. The reaction is extremely positive. So this is what I can say. But how is going to affect anything? And what kind of, the impact we make in history? This is the time to see. I want to ask, what you think the Blenard was the public reaction for you?
Sorry. Well, I mean, we were surprised because normally we were waiting for. We were also expecting for negative criticism, which is like Marina wanted to do a book with that, which is not a problem. Also for me, because we learned from that a lot. But we had like from all the international newspapers 4 stars, which this has never happened before in such a scale of performance like so big and so many positive.
Wait, one more thing that you don't know. Yesterday, I just got news that the New York Times is giving the result of last year, that our Balkan erotic epic is in the 5 best pieces ever made last year.
Wow. Now you see here now, Marika, these are the things. So coming back to the what was the impression? As I said before, people were literally getting related to the piece, and this piece were speaking to them so much because, first of all, they had the freedom to go and observe everywhere without any restriction, and in the same time, as Marina said before, it was 4 hours, but it was not feeling as 4 hours because it was less, because people also, the space is huge and people were moving from one. You saw it by yourself, I don't have to explain that. And yeah, the reaction, long story short, was positive. From, I mean, you can tell us also your impression as well, Marika.
But I want just to add one thing. Why this piece, I really believe deeply is revolutionary, because when you go to the theater, normally you sit on the chair and you look something what happened on the stage. Here there was not this kind of situation. So the public, important thing here, that the public was given freedom to spend any amount of time with any of the 13 scenes they want, or not to spend time at all. It depends from them. That freedom was so essential, the freedom of the public choice. It's very difficult if you have 4 hours something, you sit on the seat and you don't like it, or you want to go and you kind of forced to do this. This is the freedom we give to them. Second revolutionary thing was the first time ever mixing long durational performance and dances together in that kind of way. So that really creates a totally new form of art in theater. So it's kind of pretty big deal.
Guys, like these days, it's really hard to create something new, and you did it. So I'm really glad I could be part of it. What do you think erotic and nudity make people so nervous? It's like, why is still taboo in 21st century? Because I don't get it. But even I was, and I'm not prude really, I was shocked at the amount of nudity, vaginas and big dicks there.
So yeah, because normally also in the works that what I've also heard or hear generally about the works of Marina, because they're very, you have to go out of your how to say, yourself, but it doesn't mean necessary to go in a wrong direction. And here, that's why we're saying that nudity doesn't mean necessary. It doesn't mean not necessary. It doesn't mean it's the pornography. Nudity is like body is so beautiful by itself. It's like body. It's that's magical. Female, male body. They're so magical. Also, just seeing them. Like seeing them as we are born. It's from our mothers. Like it's the nature. We are part of nature as well, and that's why we had all of these elements there inside, and also with all of these pieces that we built together there, we co-created with with both of us and all the other people. In the end, seeing these scenes that you saw was not about, actually you don't concentrate at nudity at all. You go in another dimension of how you receive and the information, or how you see a performance. This was also as me as an audience, because I had to be also sometimes as an audience just to check how the things were functioning. But it's not about nudity in the end. It's about the holistic of all the thing, what's happening there in that moment, and that's the beauty of it.
But also, there was really incredible interesting to see how men are intimidated completely looking in the women vagina in that unbelievable open way that they are showing their genitals. The one of the newspapers said that they are showing the vagina like a weapons. There was like a weapon, and that's such a great actually explanation, because these women during this whole work become so powerful.
Yes.
In the beginning it was so difficult, and to start doing that, but more and more they understood the power of themselves. And this is incredible to see how therapeutic this piece is, not for them doing it, but for everybody else looking at it. It's kind of wow, this is something in our culture which everything is so incredibly judgmental and you can't do anything. People don't believe that we actually done this now in this culture of the unbelievable, the kind of political correctness and criticism. This was kind of pretty crazy.
Yeah, you are right. Like, I remember at the beginning of the performance, everyone was sitting really far away. But in the end, when it was raining, everyone from audience was laying so comfortable in front of the girls who was lifting their skirts. Me, right?
But that's the thing, that it's not about the vaginas in that moment.
Yeah.
It's about the whole
And powerful of
the
all
whole
women
power,
studying.
the whole energy that is created through all these hours from everything else, all the other impulses. You know what I mean? And but you have to, when we say that, and the people, when people haven't witnessed that, it's hard to understand. You know what I mean? And that's the moment that it's very easy to judge things. We have to live the things and witness them.
But
Anyway.
you are in top 5. Come on, you don't have to worry about this. Okay, Blenard, so I have question for you. If Marina,
tell me, please.
Even
tell
better,
me.
really curious. Do you remember the moment when she invited you for the Balkan erotic epic? What did you feel? It's like big deal for an artist working with somebody big like Marina Abramović, I think.
Of course, that moment, actually, I tell these stories in all the, I mean, we have done other like interviews, and it's funny because the story started like a really like it's a crazy to say, but I will say it really fast. So all the story, the story behind it is that it started from Berlin, actually, in 2023. Luka Kozlowski, which is like who's also working with Marina in other pieces. He's the composer of the piece, but he's also playing like music in his friends when they invite him. So I was invited to a friend with his name is Theodor. He's a conductor, and he had a concert in Berlin. And after the concert, he generally organized an after party. And then in his after party, Luca was playing. And then I was just listening that his music, which was like very deep, very beautiful. I don't know how to describe it. And I started to move. I started to dance. Like the music took me over. So, and then I approached and I told him, "What is this music? Who are you? Where are you from?" And he explained. He told me, "I'm from Serbia." I told him, "Oh, cool. I'm from Albania." And then we were like kind of connected there with Instagram. And that was it. We never met again. And then
Just
Marina, yes, I mean, I told him at that night, of course, that I'm a choreographer and that's it. But we didn't met, we didn't have a dinner or whatsoever, drinks after that night. And Marina at the time was looking for choreographers for this piece. The choreographers that were like from Balkans roots, that had Balkan roots. So, but she had the list with many people. They have contacted other people around somehow, but no one was the one
Perfect for
to
her.
connect. Perfect for her to connect with Marina. So one day I was at home, like I was, and then I received a call from England. But normally I don't open the calls that I don't have them, or they're a bit suspicious to me. So what I did, I dislined. Imagine now that you disline the most, like the opportunity of your life. And after that, Rafi, and then he sent me an email. He said, "Hey, hello, I'm Rafi. I'm the executive producer of Marina Abramović." And I was like, "Whoa, what is this now? Am I dreaming?" And he said, like, "We're looking for a choreographer for Balkan Erotic Epic, and if you can, Marina would love to have a Zoom call with you in 3 days." And I was still shocked. I was like, "What is happening here?" And then
Marina, don't listen this.
she hears. She hears. And then after 3 days, I was like, my God, I will speak with Marina, like I was, of course, very emotional at the same time. I couldn't believe that. And then we spoke. And then, of course, as we saw each other and we first start to speak, and somehow we both knew that this will work. Mostly from Marina, actually, but also from me, because I thought, okay, you never know. But
I just can imagine that, but it's a cool story, really.
It's a cool story, and it started just like that. And then as we start talking, as I said before, we said, okay. Marina told me, "Okay, let's meet in Manchester. We have a research." We went there, and everything went really nice. And then here we are.
That's
Could
awesome.
not imagine anybody better than him, because Albanian is so important to us, to be from that kind of origin, because he understands, we talk same stories, same kind of visual elements that really moves us, same kind of, attitude about life. It's incredible. I could not have anybody. I used to work with the Damian Jallet and Sabri,
Cercao.
but it's impossible. They're Belgium. We do other stuff, but not this have to be so Balkan. It's the only way to do this piece. And it really is a match in heaven, I think, two of us. Because I'm learning him about long durational, and he learning me about dance. We both learn each other.
At Kafana, there was a scene where you both were sitting on the table. So like immediately I thought this was a reference to the artist is present, like one of your famous performance with Blenard as Ulay. Were there like more Easter eggs in Balkan Erotic Epic? Because this was just the one I was thinking about this. It was easy, I know.
No, the Kafana was a place where many things can happen. So it was really interesting if I just can, add some kind of little pieces from my own life. So, one was the artist is present, people sit. But after I work with Ulay, then actually everybody sit opposite of me was anybody from the public. So he actually present different symbols. Can be Ulay, somebody interpretation, but can be anybody else, sitting opposite to me and have this moment. Then I have a little tango dancing, then the dance with him. Really, it was, especially the last dance is important to me, because it really deals with the all melancholy of the East Bloc. The all
I saw it.
melancholy and the kind of lost souls, and we always have this, unhappiness about the universe and so on. So that this kind of ending in that kind of, mood, and everything else is falling apart, and you just the last image you see. So this was kind of really the very, very kind of childhood ideas I had about ending. And also song I choose, which I listened when I was really young.
So you're gonna be a part of Balkan erotic epic in every country, like in every city, like Berlin, Barcelona, New York, and Hong Kong, or just Manchester?
I going to. I really won't. The only time that I'm thinking not to be is I'm just, getting this, because we absolutely got unexpectedly the invitation to go to Tasmania for the big festival there. It's just now in June, and this came so unpredictable to me, and I am really working on the very big show that I'm doing in Rome, and also the Taschen book of Balkan erotic is impossible for me. But this is also the piece that actually, was built the way that can develop, without me anytime. But this is probably the only one I don't want to make this trip. It's 26 hours, and I really have to do something that I already, commit myself, and this came unexpected. But the Hong Kong, definitely, every other place, yes.
I'm asking about this because my listeners won't go to this performance, so they have to know where Marina will be. Come on, it's important.
Not in Tasmania, but in New Zealand.
Okay, I want to talk about Danica because I was reading your biography through Walk Through Walls, and I was lucky because I saw Danica in Orgy, Skeleton Orgy, and in Kafana. So I really, I know the story about Danica. It's Danica, not Danica, right? It's Danica, yeah. And I saw interview with you like week ago with this strange British guy, and you said about this, like you found your mother's diary. Can you tell me more about this? Because I'm really curious. If you think your relationship will be different with your mother if you would find the diary before she died, or relation with yourself?
Absolutely will be different. If I just read even one page, it will be different. But I didn't read because she really was incredibly emotional, incredibly sentimental, so full of the kind of poetry, writing the poems and stuff like that. But at the same time, she was very cold, and I really understood that she wanted to make me warrior, which she literally succeeded, But this is why, through the Maria Stamenković character, I need to liberate her from all of this. And this is such
from the
an
chains of
important...
history.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this piece for me is so incredibly important, that moment, Kafana. And every time, she's coming to work with the Blenard and Timotievich, I immediately go there to see and to feel that liberation over and over again. It's very therapeutic for me. It's extremely therapeutic. I'm really free from all of this repression I felt.
But what do you think your mother would think about the performance? Because she was so sweet. And there, Kafana, she had really fun with Blenard.
My mother, she will absolutely detest in the mother I know, but in the mother I know in diary, she will understand. So I don't know which mother, but this is past, and you could not revive.
Okay, so Blenard, about Kafana, I told you already, but this was one of my favorite performance because it was different. Like you had fun with Alexander and with Danica, with Marina, and every else were suffering. They were like in pain. They had sex with skeletons. So tell me about the Kafana, the fun and the energy, everything.
Well, Kafana, it's a place which I learned during the process what Kafana
like tavern,
means.
Right?
It's a place, it's like a tavern, which there you go, you have fun, you're flirting, but you can also fight, you can also have sex, you can also celebrate, get drunk, get wasted. So it's a place of freedom somehow. It's a place of being you, but also I can resonate it because also we have it also in Albania, but I lived in Greece also for many years. So there was a place which I also found this freedom as well of me, or going back to my memories or things that I have lost, that I have forgotten. And there I could connect with all of these memories plus the emotions. I mean, it's a place which everything is allowed there. Also in the piece, in the performance, Marina said, okay, let's go, let's see what happens. And every night almost, when we had the shows, there were new things, new elements.
So this was not from script, not all of this. This was like freestyle?
No, not freestyle. Don't get me wrong. It was scripted, but there were also places that you can add more elements if you felt so.
Okay.
And we allowed this freedom to happen, because when I mean freedom, but was a freedom that you could really be real, not just it's a place that the only thing that you can express or do, you have to be real there. That's all. So I had a lot of fun, and also the most important thing is like the dance, as Marina said before. This is the most important thing for me, and also in all of this show, because you could collect all what is happening there, starting from a very beginning, and then the ending is like boom. This one, it gives the cherry in the cake.
Yeah, because I'm curious if the pain is always a part of performance.
Well, in my case, I'm talking about my work.
W tym momencie rozdupcył mi się Zoom. Czy mnie to dziwi? W ogóle, ale nie szkodzi. Może kiedyś będzie okazja jeszcze dokończyć ten wywiad. Marina już poszła na inny wywiad, ale ja dzwoniłam się jeszcze na chwilę z Blenardem, żeby domknąć klamrą ten piękny nomen omen podcast. Nie podcast, wywiad.
Hi there.
Hey! Oh, hola, ¿cómo está? Because you are in Barcelona.
Muy bien, estoy en Barcelona. Espera un momento, por favor.
Okay. You speak Spanish?
Sí.
Oh my God.
I speak Spanish, I speak Greek, I speak Italian, I speak English, I speak and German a bit.
Ja, ich weiß.
1, 2.
3. Okay. So we have to end our conversation. So we can't fake it. It's like different day. We have new, outfit.
Wait, first of all, I have to show you a bit of where I am right now.
Okay, show me. Oh, wow. It's so sunny there. Oh, wow. I'm so jealous, Blenard. Hello,
Hey.
doggy. Doggies. Oh, my God. A lot of them.
It's a lot of them. So this is the best area of Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
There is a chimney here as well.
Oops.
I'm at my brother's place. This is not my place.
So jealous. Come on. In Poland now we have a lot of snow.
Oh my God. I'm also jealous right now, to be honest.
About snow?
I love snow.
Okay.
I love. So, Marika, you look good. The red is very good on you.
Thank you. Gracias. And I love your mustache.
De nada. I'm like Don Diego de la Vega. Zorro.
Zorro. Yeah, you look like Zorro. You're right. Yeah, but it's really cool. Okay, so start. I'm not good interviewer, but anyway. The first question, because you are in Barcelona now, and we talked about this already, but can you tell us about the differences between Manchester and Barcelona, about Balkan erotic epic?
Yes. So there are two versions of Balkan erotic epic. One version is warehouse version, which is like almost 28,000 square meters. It's like a small village when we have divided the piece in 13 stages, when people can go and interact and go in different of these performances that are happening at the same time, because they're happening at the same time, the performances. While here, the other version is a theater version, which is like a classical version. You stay, you sit in the chair when you go on the theater and you see a show, and that's the reason. So you cannot go inside the stage, but you just sit and hit from afar. So this is the version I started to work in December, end of November, beginning of December. I went again in Manchester to work with the people, with the dancers that I've chosen, and we're going to be less people in the theater version always when we'll tour all around the world. And I worked with them, and it went quite nice. Like it's now let's see in the theater with all
They
the
are
other
like the
people.
new people.
No, they are the same people, but I've chosen from the people I had, like the dancers. I had like 35. Now I chose like 14.
Okay.
And it is a very, I think it's going to be a very challenging one. So we're also speaking with Marina and the team to just to be together and just be coherent how we're going to manage that. So we start next week. We go and rehearse. I have to rehearse in the theater with them, and I have to rehearse like some. There's another thing that I couldn't manage to rehearse in Manchester, like the deaf dance, and we'll have a short version of it, like really 10 minutes, and I have to do it here. So it's also very challenging because the time is really, it's little.
It's short. Okay, so you have
It's short.
you have a lot of work. But I remember you told me this can be like a bit spoiler, but you don't have rain, but you will have snow in Barcelona.
So there will be snow in Barcelona. That's true because the rain, for technical reasons, it's not possible in this time. I think maybe next time we'll find a way. But this time there will be snow in the end. So because we have this dance together with Marina, and there is another version, not version. Sorry, there is the dance of the ancestors dance. We have seen it. It was these three big beautiful monsters with beautiful costumes, and that's snow there. So, and then in the end, we're going to try to have all of this orchestrated together, like them, and then me and Marina, and then we'll be together also with Kafana somehow, and then we're going to be snow in the end.
But I think like Manchester version was the best.
Yes, I believe so, but let's see, because I don't have an opinion yet about this version now because we didn't do it.
Yeah.
So maybe we can talk about it another time when this premiere will be here, and then we and then we can compare which is the best. Well, different is not going to be because everything it's choreographed and it's staged to be the same every time we go.
But the space gonna be different.
I mean, the energy of the space, definitely, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
Because
yes.
I remember maybe Marina said about this, like the place in Manchester, in Aviva, was the place inspired her for make this that big,
This is true because initially, when we went there to work with Aviva Studios, we were supposed to do a theater version, which is like 2 hours. But, Marina's work generally, they are like long durational, and she's like 2 hours or 1.5 hours, 2 hours for her. They're like, what is this? So, and then we went to see this huge space, and she said, and I saw the space. I told Marina, and she said, here we're gonna do it.
Yeah, bigger.
Was more money for the people there to find and stuff like that, but in the end we managed it, and we managed it to make it successfully, as you also witnessed it there.
Yeah, I was lucky. That's true.
Beautiful.
Because last time when we talked, we ended with the question about the pain. If it's always the pain is always part of the performance.
The pain. So because
I don't see you.
Wait just a second, because I wrote something yesterday and I have to find it. What I said.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Because it's nice. I want to remember I want to remember it, because I was also having a wine yesterday.
I had too much.
Oh my God, crazy. But it's good. Now we're still in the fiestas.
Okay.
Um, so I'm saying that the pain is it's one possible language for the performance, but it's not the essence.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
That's the thing. So performance can cross borders. Have it here. The borders of presence, vulnerability, and attention. These are the things. But the pain is one possible language for performance. It's not the essence. That's what I want to say to you. And because this has been done before, in many years ago, also Marina has done this kind of works. But now we have other topics to talk about. It's not only the pain. So now, because the world and the life we live now, it's always, it talks about pain, but we have to find a way within this pain on stage to somehow to bring some light. And light means in the soul, but also a hope that the people can find, because all of us are carrying our crosses in this life, right? We have all of us our problems, or I don't know how we can call them. So that's why also in my work, I'm trying to find like a medium to bring the both ways, that you can see them, but then you say, but is this one, but the pain also can have another way how you can transform it and find the light and find a way how to make it light, how to make lighter the life. I see it like that because I see that we are so temporarily in this world, and life and art are really connected like strongly together. And I believe that all the people are artists in the way, but some practice it and some not.
You
But
really think like everybody can be or are artists?
it can be. You know what I think? We have. I think we're all a percentage of gods.
Turn your phone, please. Okay.
We have a percentage of being gods, all of us, all the people in the planet.
Okay.
Because we are intertwined with the universe. We are intertwined with everything, with the nature, with everything. You know what I mean?
I know, but I disagree. I don't think everybody can be an artist.
Maybe with its own way. Like for me, also like a chef in a restaurant is an artist.
Yeah, this is true. Okay. Okay, so if I can think like this in this way, I can agree.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because why I say that? Because it's involved the aesthetic inside. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not hard, like for 4 hours you have to do one thing with your body. It's like,
Yes, of course, but then first of all, all the artists, is a tendency that all the artists are a bit masochists. You know that? But
okay.
this doesn't mean that all of them, the main thing is the pain. They have to be they have to concentrate into the pain. But for me, personally talking, maybe there are people like that, but all of this pain, I want to transform it to a light and to a hope.
But for you it was easier because you were like sitting in kafana or drinking, not all the time doing one thing.
No, but I was dancing like
Crazy, I know.
I was dancing crazy later on, but also for me, dance has been also the process of this 1 month and 15 days that I created the piece. Can you imagine to have I had a lot of weight in my shoulders, as everyone else, but talking to bring the things together, the dance and how to communicate, how to bring people together. This is also pain. This is a psychological pain which goes in the body after that. But I mean, it's still pain.
I remember you told me you create the choreography for Balkan erotic epic for 4 days or something like this.
Each piece was almost 4 days,
Yeah,
but not improvisation. Everything was like in counts.
Okay.
So there were pieces that were like 45 minutes. There were pieces that were like 50 minutes, 1 hour. And knife dance, for example, was like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, around 45. And then we had like the black wedding was like 50 minutes.
Okay.
All of this piece, the deaf dance that goes all around for 1 hour, but you know, has some repetitions. Also, all of this I did in 4 days. Like each piece, I mean, not all the pieces in 4 days, but each piece I did it in 4 days, which in other cases, to do one of the pieces, you will need maybe 1.5 months or something like that. Just one. So you'll ask me, how did you do that? I don't know how did I do that. But I was involved, as I said you, that I have taken personally this piece. You know, I love this piece, and this piece for me, it's will be for eternity, because it's a piece that is one in a lifetime, as we've spoken about it, and it has gave me a lot of strength. It has been a school. I have learned other ways how to approach my technique and how to do dance and choreography. Like I can put some other colors, you know, like it gave me also more like self confidence. There are many things, you know, people I've met. It's like an environment it's like a world. It's a world.
I remember like you said something like Marina gave you a lot of freedom. So it's the reason you had a lot of self-confidence.
Absolutely, because I am a person that I'm a hard worker. You know, I've always been a hard worker, and also I have a lot of energy as a person. Like I have my aureole. It's very strong, and for some people this can be good. Who knows? And for some people this can be a bit like weird. You know, because it's hard maybe, but I'm not a hard person in a way to collaborate with. I'm a person that I never create problems, for example. I never in my works never create problems. But somehow in the other environments I received, you know, like problems from nowhere. You understand?
But do you work with another people, or you prefer just making something by yourself?
I like to work with other people, but now in this case, in my life, I know what I don't like to do. You know what I mean? And that's very important.
Yeah. More than what do you like?
Yes. So I know with whom I want to collaborate. Of course, life and people are always, they can surprise you. You can never know a person full on, because it's the process of life. But I work a lot of, as I said last time, I work with my intuition a lot, and with feeling the people, and that I'm good at that. I'm good of creating good groups, to create good people, even sometimes to create from nowhere, nothing, from zero, and I can take these people if I see that there is something there. You understand? And I like this process, and in this case, when Marina saw me, as we said also last time, we just spoke. It was like that, and she knows, she knows, and she knows, and I know that she knows, and it's so beautiful to witness her, know how she works, how she works, how she how she thinks, how she operates with the people, you know, because it's another art form to create a world within a world, a small world. You understand? So, and that's what she did. She saw that in me, which maybe I didn't know it yet, and she gave me this freedom to go and choose the people. She told me, you choose the people and work with the people that you want. And I was like, oh wow! And she didn't know me. We didn't know each other. You understand? Like this thing made me like, I said, like, wow.
Just click in this moment. Like, I think you are art soulmate or something like this.
Yeah, I mean, we're still there working with it. And when a person, I think in my case, when someone gives you this space, you know what happens? That the things that were expected, there are even more than what was expected as an outcome. Because you feel appreciated. And an artist needs the chaos, but it's also that. So she did that, and I'm very thankful to that. And I hope I gave her back
She said this already on our interview last time, I remember.
Yeah. So yeah, and I love this work. I love art, and I love people who are special as well, who have something to give you, to learn from, something that they are. I love generosity. I love that's art, you know. That's art as well.
But what do you think, like, what Balkan erotic epic can give us? Not just, like, fun. It's something more there.
Because in Balkan erotic epic there are 13 stages, you know, and there in these 13 stages you have different emotions in all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And in this piece there are involved a lot of things, a lot of emotions, sadness, happiness. There is also involved passion. There is also involved death. You can see, there are all the emotions of life, I think, there are somehow involved, which everyone, I guess, can get involved and can get an access to that, like to feel, to go inside and travel.
But you feel like everybody will feel this or understand this?
I don't think that everybody will understand that, because this also it depends from the life experiences that everyone has had, or also maybe also about the also in the cultural side, because it's just we're coming from the Balkans there. But as I said, and in another interview, I mean, I think everybody will find a way to connect with this piece, because in the end we are all humans and we share the same emotions and the same sorrows as human beings.
But you can't imagine how I felt after Balkan erotic epic.
It's a lot of emotions, no? It's a beautiful. It's also maybe not maybe, but it's also a cathartic piece, you know.
Maybe, yeah.
It's really huge. It's really huge. It's also provocative in a way, like it has some parts. But that's what is her. Yeah? It's her world. So somehow I could see through her world, so through her concept. I have to find my own. You understand? Like this was this collaboration. It was so special.
Yeah, but you did a lot of work, for Balkan erotic epic. It's like you feel like this is your performance too, kind of.
I mean, it's the performance of everyone. I mean, I was more in the movement wise in the choreography, but it's a performance of the lighter designer. It's a performance. It's a performance of the costume.
It's not just Marina's.
I mean, she's the one, but it's like it's a family somehow. It's a family of this Balkan erotic epic that everyone is part of this. It's a branch of this source of knowledge, of art, of energy, of what I can say. Like everyone is related somehow to that piece.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone. So why not? I can call it also my piece, but a piece that has been with another team. No?
I know it's your piece, but the question was wrong because my English is shitty, but...
No problem. But all of us, and it was a team. It was a team that also collaborated so strong and so hard, and everybody worked because it was really fast, everything.
But now you have time.
Now I have time. But I'm so prepared for that. I'm looking forward to start this new version with a lot of energy and will and beautiful vibe. And I want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy life also through art, but also through people like family or something. It's so important. I want to live the now so much, so much, because it's the only thing that we have real is the now. The rest, it's memories or the other things that never come. I say like that. Future never comes. Tomorrow never comes, or it comes in a different way. Time always cancels big plans.
So you never plan nothing?
I plan, but I plan in a way that I can stand firm to them, but also not get hurt. Because there's through the expectations you can really get hurt. So I'm cautious.
Hey.
I make big plans, of course, but I'm cautious. I say like, but we have to enjoy because.
But you think now you will have time for enjoying life if you have to work a lot with the Balkan Erotic Epic? You will travel a lot.
We'll travel a lot, but in my life, I always find a way to find joy. It's important for me, the joy. Otherwise, what for? You
Okay,
work
so
and
what is your favorite joy in life?
just to enjoy life, to go with the nature,
Okay.
to see the sunrise, the sunset, to see the dew in the morning in the grass, to see like the wind like blowing the trees. You know what I mean? And just the silence, just seeing that. This is my joy. Simple things
I saw
and
your
joy.
pictures from Albania, and the nature there is really crazy and beautiful.
Oh my God, this is another topic, but Albania, such a beautiful country, and I know we as Albanians are very misunderstood around the world, but the people there are so welcome and they're so nice, and there are people from your country that go there for vacations. It's so beautiful. The beautiful ocean, like a sea, and you have mountains. We have, oh my God, so many things. I wish that you one day go there and enjoy it. Or if I go there, I will tell you, and we can meet also in Albania.
Okay, I will for sure. But I remember one picture or video from your story with the big tree was like a bit like this and with strong wind. This was like amazing and piece of art.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You see the moment. It is very powerful, and that's why I'm so driven to the moment. Because it goes. It cannot be reproduced again. That's it. 1 second and then the other second. Then it's completely a new thing.
I have the same, but just in this year, like last year, I started do it, like enjoying every moment.
It's important. It's important because then you will have the right people with you. You have the right energies. Because everything is energy. The way how we touch people, how we hug, how we talk, how we see things is an energy. It takes you, or it gives you, or it makes you heavy.
I have to have awesome energy because I always meet cool people like you, for example.
You are also cool, and I love when we talk because there is an understanding, and it's very important.
Yeah, but it's shitty. It's the English barrier.
I mean, it's not the English. We can understand and feel each other even without words. People like this, like us, I guess, you can also be good friends also by sharing the silence. You know what I mean? That's also very powerful.
It's the hardest, I think.
Maybe.
Can you say something in Albanian?
Albanian. Je shumë e mirë. Ke një shpirt shumë të bukur.
I wanted to try if I will understand, but it's not similar.
Or Shqipëria është një vend me diell edhe me hapësira të bukura hynore. Ka qiell, ka det, ka male. I'm describing what I told you before. Nothing more.
Okay. I will translate this, so I will check.
And before I told you that you are very good. You have a beautiful soul. I told you.
Yeah, thank you. That's really big compliment and really nice. Do you think you discovered a new artistic language while creating Balkan Erotic Epic? Because you said something like this last time.
This came from Marina first, because she knows more than I, of course, through her life experiences and what has all these beautiful things that she has done in her life. But yes, because normally in the dance world, we choreographers and dancers, we have a specific limit of time, and we have to be nice, prepared, lights, costumes, as any performance is. And you have 1 hour or 45 minutes, and that's it. While with Marina's collaboration, which is like through long duration of performance, everything starts in the long duration performance when everything is exhaustion. And then the magic happens there.
Okay.
In this way, I say that it was the first time that we had this collaboration between dancers and choreography that she has done in her career. And because dancers, we get tired, you know, we have like an hour, if you're on stage for an hour, it's exhaustion, of course. But they were dancing for 4 hours on loop. Like there was a 45 minutes or 1 hour, depending on the piece I created, and then that has to be again from the very beginning, with a bit of break, like 15 minutes, let's say, or 10,
Poor
and then
people.
again.
Sorry.
No. So that was it, and that was a new form because this has never done before. This form of art. So dancers to enter in the world of a long duration and dance for long, choreographically, you know, not slow, not, let's say it was this massaging the breast and the orgy, I would call it, but the rest was really physical. You saw it, you witnessed it by yourself. So yes, I would say that it's something new. Pardon. And I think that we will go and go more on that deeper. But I'm waiting from Marina what she says and how we can talk and how we can find ways, because I would love to collaborate with her more.
But you think you will do something more with her after Balkan, or you will make something
Yes.
your own?
Yes. I mean, yes. I mean, we are both freelancers. I mean, I do also my own. I have my own direction, but I love to meet with her in the art, because she's huge. You know, she's huge, and it's, for me, it's something coming from the universe.
I have a question. Like after Balkan erotic epic and work with Marina, people start to treat you different or not? You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is that, of course, it helps, but I have been also before known. I mean,
I know. I did the research, Blenard.
But of course, that people see it different. There are people that they see, wow, they can, maybe they saw me, but now they saw, oh wow, but maybe this guy knows something or can do something nice in the art. So yeah, there are
for sure.
Yes, there are for sure. It is.
But you feel good with this? Like everybody asks you about Marina?
Well, I mean, they can ask me about the collaboration, but I mean, we are completely different with the work of Marina. What I do is completely different. But when we are together and asking for the common collaboration that we have done for Balkan Erotic Epic, of course, I don't have any problem to answer and to say things.
Okay.
It's not a problem for me.
Okay, I can't wait to make episode about you. I started writing, I told you already.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
I told about this to my listeners and they are really curious. And they told me like, no, I will tell you, you have a lot of Polish fans here.
Oh my God.
So it's really cool.
Oh my God, thank you.
I will tell you.
But thank you so much. I appreciate that from you, Marika. Then we will see. But I'm looking forward. I have been in Poland, in different cities.
You said you were in Gdańsk?
Gdańsk, I've been in Łódź. I've been in Warsaw.
I know where, but I'm waiting for you.
Wait, because now I don't remember the other city. Please help me. Wrocław. Hey, yes, I've been in Wrocław as well. I like there because you have a lot of history and art as well, Poland, Yeah. A lot of stuff. I like there in Wrocław, in the street, there are some statues.
Yeah,
like people.
I don't know how you call this in English.
Statues, maybe? I don't know, statues.
You know that they are not elves, but something like this.
The dares. But the one that I saw, they were not dares. They were like humans.
But in my city, we have the same, but it's like the god of wine, Bacchus.
Bacchus, oh. The god of wine in Greek was Dionysus. I lived in Greece for 7 years. I studied there, dance and choreography.
Great. You were lucky.
Well,
Okay,
everyone.
no, don't say, because we will talk about this about when I will make episode about you,
Okay.
because this was like amazing story.
We will not. We will not spoil it
Yeah, no, but
because you read all the thing I
oh my
said.
God, really? I was reading everything, and this
That
was
was
pretty hard.
11 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And I felt like it's like this can't be real, because I was reading one book about North Korea,
Yes.
because we know almost nothing about the place, and your story about like go to the borders illegally and go cross the river was the same like the people from Korea who want go to China and save their lives, but like for real. I was like, oh my God, and I was crying like 3 times when I was reading your.
And that's why Albanian people are beautiful, because they have suffered a lot. But I understand you. But when I left, we didn't have a dictatorship. Huh? We were like in a democracy, let's say, but it was really poor. Everything was it was not so nice. But Albania suffered a lot of dictatorship, 45, 47 years almost. Imagine being like exactly like the North Korea now for 47 years, a country in the Balkans with 3 million people almost, and being like that. And that's why these people have suffered a lot of pain. I don't know why in Balkans we have a lot of pain. I don't know why this place is attracting so much pain.
Yeah, it's interesting question. But you think like something changed when you back to Albania now?
Yeah, things have been changed a lot, of course.
But the country is like better about the economy, about
Everything is changing. It needs time. It's but has made a lot of progress. A lot of you see now the infrastructure. You see now that a lot of tourists are coming. Like last year, for example, we had like 12 millions of tourists
so far.
from January till December 2025. So
Half of
people,
them are Polish for sure.
there are also Polish people. I mean, things are changing, but needs more work, of course, from everyone,
But
from
you
the
don't want to
government.
live there.
Sorry?
You don't want to live there anymore, like.
Well, I mean, I love sun and ocean because I lived there for many years, and then I lived in Greece. So I'm not a guy of a Central European guy to stay, because it's not my culture. And I feel in this time that we're speaking right now, it's hard for me to deal with this weather, with the culture, which is a beautiful culture, but we are warm people. I'm like, we're
I know,
warm.
and you always are like more happy when the sun is, when
Absolutely.
it's warm.
No, but that's true. When it is like, because in Central Europe it's always gray, and it affects the psychology, of course, and the moods and all the stuff.
The
But
mood is important. But now you live in Berlin?
I live in Berlin right now, but I work a lot abroad. I work a lot now we were in Manchester and now in Barcelona, but I've worked a lot also I've been in Greece, also in Albania lately. So I'm trying to connect with Albania a bit more, to bring some elements of my work, my experiences. Why not to change the people a bit there as well? Because the contemporary art, dance, it's not so big thing. So I'm trying to bring people. Also, sometimes I have this idea to have like a mixture between Albanian dancers, and people from dancers from abroad. So I want to change things, but you cannot do this change alone, and you need people and support. In my case.
Why you always make your art like in Albania or in Albanian language, because when I started do research about you, everything was like in Albanian.
What do you mean?
Like I know it's dance without words, but when you have like interviews are always with in Albanian TV or something like this, the titles are always in Albanian.
Yeah, because I'm an Albanian, first of all, and then it's hard for them to translate in English from a television the things. But now some interviews have been before. Also this year I had a few. Because it's Albania. They cannot do them in English. I mean, now they should
But
do
you
them.
lived abroad for 20 some years.
I know, but maybe they didn't want to interview me. I don't know. It depends. It depends, Marika. But in Albania lately, because they love televisions there. You know, our countries are like very fan of TVs, and they are like, well, you know. And
Asking about this because I couldn't understand, you know. And
what do you want to ask me, and I can answer you as much as I can.
I will ask you when I will make episode.
Okay.
Not like on Zoom. I will just text you email. It's easier, I think.
Whatever, what is good for you, and then we can even either talk, or we can do it also via internet, via emails, of course.
I just want to tell you because I want to make the episode a bit different, of course, in Polish, but I want to say the whole story. And when I will finish writing this, I will see if I need you for this. Like if I need more information, or maybe I will just do this story, or maybe we need end of this story, like right now, you know. I'm not sure, but my podcast is really interesting. You have to speak Polish. You speak like 5 languages. You can speak Polish too.
Dziękuję.
It's not enough, Blenard.
I would love to, but let's see. I mean, I'm open to. I love every country. You know that. I love the people. I love. You know, I love to learn. I'm hungry for knowledge. Absolutely. Let's see. But we have to find, as I say, we have to find ways and enjoy life. First of all,
I found the way I'm enjoying life. A lot of art and trips.
how beautiful it is, and how lucky we are to do what we love, huh? In this world now.
Yeah.
Don't never take nothing for granted. Never.
Do you want to say something more?
I hope that the Polish people will like our story when they will hear it, and I wish for them a lot of luck, a lot of love. They can be as together as they can, to be kind to each other, to the world, to everything, because that's what matters now.
Just this. You are right. But the world is so fucked up, to be honest. Sorry.
That's what matters now, because we are getting all fucked up. It's the world in this moment is so uncertain, and we owe to ourselves that to find light within dark times. All of us, we have to find a way, and then help each other.
And be nice to each other.
Very nice to each other. Very nice to each other. And let's not take nothing for granted, because it's life. It has everything, and we have to find a way to chase and dream and do things. It's so beautiful.
You're right. Thank you. I really like talk with you.
Likewise, dear Marika.
Today you have like...
Today I'm with my family. I'm here in the house, so they're waiting outside. They were cooking for me, because I need so much now, because being away all the time, you know, people have started easily, you can disconnect with them. I have left my country, for example, Albania, since 2004, you know what I mean? And sometimes when I go back, I need a bit time to connect even with my parents, that I'm their son, and they're the only people in the world that loves you, and they love you unconditionally.
They are so proud of you, I'm sure.
They are very proud. They are very proud. I have told you last time that my parents were both in the arts. They were both. My father was like a folk dancer and singing polyphonics, though my mother too, but a bit less. But my father was more in the festivals and stuff. So they're proud. And it's nice when you go to them. I love this idea when I go back and I hug them, I smell them and they hug me. You know, it's so powerful. It's so powerful. And yeah, we need this kind of unconditional love now, unconditional connection. And we need, because like this we can transform and we can change things. Only through love we can change things. That's the only way.
And art?
Love, of course. Because we're talking now not in the topic of art. It was a free conversation, but without art, there is no life. There is no life without, and we need more art. Everybody has, with his own way. We have to be together and create more art. It's kind of it's a time for revolution now, and the revolution is to do art, more art, to not surrender, to never surrender, and to be there with all the difficulties, because that one it changed. Art transforms.
Okay, but I know a lot of people who would tell you now, like, we have another problems, bigger problems, like wars, like poor people, and why you focus on art, or it's not the most important thing in their life for them or for normal people.
I know, but these topics are right now. They are like in another. Of course, they're happening a lot of all around the world. Many things, many killings, and many. But they have some of them. They have their long stories from many years before, and it's sad to hear that. It's sad. I mean, of course, it's sad to it's sad to see that people kill. That people kill each other, because even the animals, when they kill when they're hungry. They don't kill just for nothing. When they're not hungry, they can be in harmony with other animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Humans, we are very, very strange species. I don't know. But definitely the art is a cure. Even if there are all of these strange things, like all these wars and what is happening around the world, but the art can touch souls.
And for me, it's like I can't breathe without art. I can't imagine live without art.
That's what I'm saying. You saw this tree that I was filming that day, and that's what I'm saying is the art. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And you can feel it, and I want to share. You see, I share a lot of stories, and I don't say words there. I don't describe, because I see that people can also react somehow. Like they can also connect it to themselves with these things.
It's always full of melancholy and sadness, I think, when you at some
When I share, not always.
almost almost always.
But the melancholy is always has a.
It's not bad,
It's not bad. No, it's not bad. It gives you a lot of space to settle and then think, and it's a source for for me, melancholy is a source for transformation as well. You can learn new things. You can be more you can be vulnerable, but at the same time you can have strength through that.
I understand, and when I see your stories or when we talk like private, I think like you have a lot of levels inside of you, so it's really interesting.
Because I'm open when I see things that are real, even from paint, even from pictures, or like a movie sequence that speaks to me, and sometimes there are people that they want to see these things. Then I say like, oh wow, okay, maybe there is someone thinking like me or feeling like me.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And maybe that person can share it to someone else, and that's how the transformation begins. While we are together.
True.
While we think, also now is time to think and be more in collective, There is no time for loneliness anymore, I think.
Okay, it's another topic, Blenard. You have to go to your family and have fun, I think. Thank you for our conversation. Hugs and kisses for your family.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Stay well, and we speak soon. Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Bye. Thank you.
Mam nadzieję, że spodobał Wam się wywiad z Mariną i z Blenardem, że dowiedzieliście się czegoś nowego. Ja dziękuję oczywiście i Marinie, i Blenardowi, no bo było to stresujące, ale bardzo przyjemne. I ja myślałam, że moja przygoda z Balkan Erotic Epic naprawdę się skończy na momencie, w którym ja wyszłam z tego performance'u, kiedy byłam w Manchesterze. Możecie zobaczyć to na vlogu, tam jest jeden wielki chaos, otulony moimi emocjami, bo byłam tak podekscytowana, a wyszło jak wyszło. No, życie jest nieprzewidywalne, bardzo się cieszę, że to wszystko się tak potoczyło. Ja na pewno wybiorę się jeszcze raz na Balkan Erotic Epic, ponieważ nie ma co ukrywać, cieszę się, że byłam w Manchesterze, bo to był taki OG, nie, performance, ponieważ ta cała przestrzeń Aviva Studio zainspirowała Marinę do zrobienia Balkan Erotic Epic w taki sposób, w jaki zrobiła, a teraz w wielu miastach jednak będzie to w wersji teatralnej, czyli siedzicie, nie możecie chodzić, nie zapadacie się w tę miękką podłogę zrobioną z czarnej trawy. To myślę, że dużo odbierze tej magii tego performance'u, ale przekonamy się, tak jak Blenard powiedział, porozmawiamy sobie po ich skończeniu Barcelony, czyli tak około chyba lutego. Mam nadzieję, że też do mnie napiszecie, jeżeli wybieracie się do Barcelony albo do innych miast, jak wygląda ten performance, no bo jestem pewna, że w każdym mieście będzie to trochę inne doświadczenie. A jeżeli się nie wybieracie albo chcecie być przygotowani, no to zrobiłam cały odcinek o Balkan Erotic Epic z moimi przemyśleniami, no ale tam są spoilery. Po prostu opowiadam Wam, jak każdy z tych 13 performance'ów wygląda. Także to już Wasza decyzja, czy posłuchacie sobie przed, po, czy kiedykolwiek w ogóle. Nie przedłużam, bo to był długi wywiad, ale naprawdę mam nadzieję, że Wam się podobał i że miło spędziliście z nami czas. Także słyszymy się już niebawem w kolejnym niewinnym odcinku, który będzie albo o Marku Szagalu, albo o Blenardzie Azizaj. Zobaczymy. Także do usłyszenia w kolejny czwartek. Pa!